People are always scared to give me caffeine. I don't know why. Those little espresso things taste cute and I like them.
So I was 15 drinking espresso.
Most people think Sabrina Carpenter is just another Disney star turned pop singer. But while others leaned on the Disney machine, she turned down major label deals worth millions and bet everything on herself. The real story of how this former teen star rebuilt her career from the ground up reveals why she's dominating pop music today. Did you know the voice of Bart Simpson helped launch one of today's biggest pop stars? At just 10 years old, Sabrina Carpenter was already following in the footsteps of her aunt, Nancy Cartwright. Yes, the Nancy Cartwright, the iconic voice of Bart Simpson. But Sabrina's story gets even more interesting. Picture this, a young girl in her Pennsylvania bedroom filming covers of Christina Aguilera and Adele songs for YouTube. Her dad believed in her dreams so much that he built her a full-fledged recording studio. Talk about supportive parents. Born on May 11th, 1999, in the small town of Quakertown, Pennsylvania, Sabrina wasn't your typical kid. While most children were heading to school, she was being homeschooled alongside her 3 older sisters. This flexible schedule gave her the freedom to chase her dreams early, and it paid off. In 2009, she even caught the attention of another Disney star-turned-pop sensation. Competing in the next Miley Cyrus project, Sabrina proved she had what it takes by securing 3rd place. Not bad for a 10-year-old from East Greenville. Before she became a global pop star, Sabrina Carpenter's first big break was actually on Law and Order SVU in 2011. But here's something most people don't know. She was already performing in China around that time, belting out "Something's Got a Hold on Me" at a major Chinese TV festival. But everything changed in 2013 when Disney Channel came calling. They cast her as the rebellious Maya Hart in Girl Meets World. You know, that Boy Meets World spin-off everyone was obsessed with. Fun fact, she even sang the theme song with her co-star Rowan Blanchard. The show ran for 72 episodes, becoming a huge hit before wrapping up in 2017. Now, this is where it gets really interesting. Disney saw something special in Sabrina. They signed her to a 5-album deal with Hollywood Records before she even turned 15. Her first single, "Can't Blame a Girl for Trying," dropped in 2014. And here's the wild part. It was co-written by Meghan Trainor before she became famous with All About That Bass. Between all this, Sabrina was absolutely everywhere on Disney Channel. She voiced Princess Vivian in Sophia the First, recorded Stand Out for their movie How to Build a Better Boy, and even put her own spin on Frozen's Do You Want to Build a Snowman with other Disney stars. By the end of 2014, she was already dropping holiday music with her single Silver Nights. Imagine being just 15 years old and dropping your first album. That's exactly what Sabrina did with Eyes Wide Open, which crushed it on Billboard. The lead single, We'll Be the Stars, showed everyone this wasn't just another Disney star. This was someone special. Fun fact, the album was so good it snagged 2 Radio Disney Music Awards. Wait till you hear what happened next. This is where things get interesting. Sabrina drops Smoke and Fire, a totally different vibe, showing she wasn't playing around anymore. But here's the crazy part. While dominating music, she's also starring in a Disney Channel movie with Sophia Carson, voice acting in Milo Murphy's Law, headlining her own festival. But the biggest moment? Her album Evolution debuts at number 28 on Billboard, and get this, Thumbs goes platinum. Not just that, she's performing on James Corden and The Today Show. Talk about a power move. Now this is where Sabrina's story gets wild. Not only is she dropping banger after banger with Why, but she's also collaborating with the Vamps, going on 2 headlining tours, opening for Ariana Grande in Brazil. But wait, there's more. Remember those Christmas covers? Her version of Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas shows a completely different side of her talent. And that collab with Lindsay Sterling. Nobody saw that coming. The craziest part, this was just the beginning of Sabrina's journey. Now let's dive into the insane journey of Sabrina Carpenter from 2018 to 2020. You won't believe how much she accomplished in just 3 years. 2018, the breakthrough year. Picture this, Sabrina drops Alien with Jonas Blue and instantly dominates the dance charts. Then she crushes it on Jimmy Kimmel. Wait till you see this performance. Nylon magazine names her one of the 25 Gen Zers changing the world, and they were right. She lands a role in The Hate You Give, but that's just the beginning. The Singular era begins November 2018. Singular, Act 1 drops and critics are obsessed. Plot twist, what was supposed to be one album becomes 2. Almost Love and Sue Me both hit #1 on the dance club charts. 2019, The Unstoppable Rise launches the massive Singular tour, teams up with Alan Walker for On My Way. This collab is fire. Stars in the short history of The Long Road. Critics can't stop praising her performance. July drops Singular, Act 2, her most personal album yet. Bonus, lands a role in Netflix's Tall Girl. 2020, the game-changer year. Releases Honeymoon Fades, the R&B track you need to hear. Makes her Broadway debut in Mean Girls until COVID hits. Executive produces and stars in Netflix's Work It, teams up with Zara Larsson for the Wow remix, stars in Disney Plus Clouds, Get Ready to Cry, and finally makes the Forbes 30 Under 30. Now let me tell you how Sabrina Carpenter went from signing with Island Records to causing an international church scandal and touring with Taylor Swift. In 2021, Carpenter got her big break, signing with Universal Music Group's Island Records. Her debut single Skin hit the Billboard Hot 100, but that was just the beginning. While filming movies like Tall Girl 2 and Emergency, she was secretly working on something bigger. Then came the album that changed everything, Emails I Can't Send. But here's where it gets interesting. The song Because I Liked a Boy addressed all the hate she got during the Joshua Bassett drama. Another track, Nonsense, exploded on TikTok and went platinum. But the real drama, that came with Feather. The music video filmed in a Catholic church sparked massive controversy. Picture this, Carpenter dancing in a church while men dropped around her. The pastor, who approved it, lost his job. The church had to hold a special mass to restore sanctity. And Carpenter's response? Jesus was a carpenter. And yes, this somehow led to a criminal investigation involving the New York mayor. Just when you thought the story was over, Taylor Swift entered the picture. Carpenter joined the massive Eras tour, calling it a childhood dream come true. She even covered Swift's I Knew You Were Trouble as tribute. Most artists would lay low after church controversy. Not Sabrina. She dropped a Christmas EP called Fruitcake right in the middle of it all. The stakes, millions of streams, platinum records, and a spot on the biggest tour in the world. This isn't just about music anymore. It's about how a Disney star navigated controversy to become one of pop's most talked about artists. You won't believe how Sabrina dominated 2024. Let's break down her massive year. It all started with a viral collab with Girl in Red in March. But that was just the beginning. Then came Espresso in April, and everything changed. This track didn't just top charts, it destroyed them. We're talking Billboard Global 200 #1, Hot 100 #3, VMA for Song of the Year. 1.6 billion Spotify streams, second, most streamed song of 2024. But wait, Please 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 dropped in June and made history. Sabrina became the first female artist ever to hold #1 and #2 on the UK charts for 3 straight weeks. Then August hit, and Sabrina dropped the bomb, short and sweet. Instant #1 on Billboard 200, 362,000 units first week. Every song charted in Hot 100 Top 50. 6 Grammy nominations, including Best New Artist. The craziest part, her single Taste helped her break a Beatles record. Yes, the Beatles. She's the first artist since them to have their first 3 top 5 hits in the same week. Speaking of records, Sabrina kept 3 singles in Hot 100 Top 10 for 7 weeks straight. No female artist has ever done this. Spent 20 weeks at #1 in the UK, first time in 71 years. To end the year, she performed with Christina Aguilera, launched her first arena tour, released a star-studded Netflix Christmas special with Shania Twain, Tyler, and more. Ever wondered who inspired Sabrina Carpenter's unique style? Let's break down her biggest influences. Christina Aguilera changed everything for her, especially that iconic 2002 hit Beautiful. Sabrina actually used it to develop her own signature voice. But wait, there's more. Rihanna's been another huge inspiration. And when it comes to those powerhouse vocals, Sabrina learned from the best: Whitney Houston, Aretha Franklin, and Etta James. Want to know something cool? Beyoncé taught her how to bend genres like a pro. And if you've noticed her songwriting getting better and better, thank Taylor Swift and Lorde for that. Fun fact, she's actually studied Taylor's live performances and work ethic. But here's the real throwback. In a Rolling Stone interview, she revealed the queens who introduced her to pop music: Madonna, Britney Spears, Mariah Carey, and of course, Christina Aguilera. You might remember Sabrina Carpenter as that sweet teen pop singer from Disney Channel. But let me tell you, her transformation into a full-blown pop sensation is absolutely fascinating. Want to know the most interesting part? While most Disney stars rush to shed their image, Sabrina took her time. She was playing chess while others were playing checkers, and it paid off big time. Here's the shocking truth. Sabrina actually felt disconnected from her early music. In fact, she straight up admitted to Vogue that her previous songs weren't showing her authentic self. Talk about brave. But wait until you hear about her performances. Critics are literally blown away. Vogue said she uses human expression like it's an instrument. How cool is that? Now, let's talk about what makes her music special. Before, folk pop, acoustic, country vibes. After, dance pop, trap, hip-hop, R&B. She literally does it all. The craziest part, the pandemic completely changed her as an artist. In 2024, she revealed she feels like a totally different person from who she was before lockdown. And her songwriting, pure storytelling magic. Combined with her incredible soprano voice, she's created something truly unique in pop music. You might not know this, but Sabrina isn't just singing these hits, she's writing them too. Pretty much every song you've heard from her? Yeah, she helped write that. But here's what's really interesting. She has this unique way of writing songs that starts with the title. Weird, right? Let me show you how deep her creative control goes. On her album Emails I Can't Send, she even wrote 2 songs completely by herself. And when she teamed up with legendary producer Jack Antonoff for Short and Sweet, he was blown away by how she mixes humor into her lyrics. Fun fact, for their collab Sharpest Tool, Antonoff only worked on the music, all those clever lyrics, pure Sabrina. But wait, it gets better. Ever seen her live? She's not just standing there singing. This girl plays piano, bass, ukulele, guitar, and drums. Don't believe me? Check out her short and sweet tour where she rocked the guitar, or her 2024 Coachella performance, where she switched between piano and electric guitar like it was nothing. You want to know what really makes her special, though? Here's what she said about emails I can't send. I would hope that if someone had never listened to my music before and they listened to this album, they would leave it feeling like they know me better as a person. Did you know that behind the music, Sabrina Carpenter has been quietly changing thousands of lives? Let me show you how. Right now, you're watching Sabrina perform. But what most fans don't know is that this same stage has helped raise millions for charity. Here's the incredible story. In 2016, Sabrina became the face of the Ryan Seacrest Foundation. She didn't just donate money, she personally visited children's hospitals nationwide. Wait, it gets better! Her Smoke and Fire merch. All proceeds went to the Red Cross Fire Safety Campaign. Shocking fact! She turned her own music release into a life-saving campaign for fire safety awareness. 2017 takes center stage at We Day, California. Partners with Do Something to fight elderly loneliness. Becomes a major LGBTQ+ ally. When fans come to my shows with pride flags, screaming lyrics at the top of their lungs, I hope they feel an overwhelming rush of love and safety. She also joined If the World Was Ending, charity version for Doctors Without Borders. Created an ice cream flavor with Van Leeuwen. 50% of profits help homeless LGBTQ+ youth. Launched the Sabrina Carpenter Fund, focusing on mental health, animal welfare, LGBTQ support. In 2024, she registered more voters than any other artist through headcount. From hospital visits to voter registration, Sabrina isn't just making music, she's making a difference. Before she was selling out arenas, Sabrina Carpenter was building her empire, one brand deal at a time. Let's break down how this Disney star became a marketing powerhouse. Imagine young Sabrina, fresh off Girl Meets World, starring in Converse's Forever Chuck campaign alongside Cole Sprouse. Then snagging that sweet Aeropostale ambassador role, marking her first major fashion partnership. Level up, Samsung USA makes her part of Team Galaxy. But here's where it gets interesting. She didn't just pose with phones, she performed exclusive concerts for Samsung X Billboard's Summer of Galaxy event. But Sabrina had bigger plans. She wanted you to smell like her. Sweet Tooth 2022, her first fragrance that got nominated for Fragrance of the Year. Caramel Dream 2023. The sophomore success, Cherry Baby 2024, completing the sweet-scented trilogy. Just when you thought she couldn't get bigger. Skims campaign, NBC Olympics. Spotlight, the viral Dunkin' collab. Sabrina's brown sugar shaken espresso, inspired by her hit song Espresso. The complete dating history of Sabrina Carpenter. That will shock you. Bradley Stephen Perry called her his first love, but their 2014 romance wasn't meant to last. Then came her tall girl co-star Griffin Gluck, proving that sometimes on-screen chemistry leads to real sparks. But wait, it gets even more interesting. The internet exploded when she dated Joshua Bassett in 2020. Yes, that Joshua Bassett. And just when fans thought they knew what to expect, she had a surprise fling with none other than Shawn Mendes in early 2023. But the biggest plot twist, her whirlwind romance with Oscar-nominated actor Barry Keoghan. They even moved into a stunning $4.4 million Hollywood Hills mansion together. Talk about relationship goals. But sadly, this fairy tale wasn't meant to last. As the spotlight dims, we see an artist who has transformed from Disney Channel darling to commanding pop sensation. Sabrina Carpenter's story isn't just about making music, it's about making choices. With each new chapter, she continues to prove that the best way to make history is to write it yourself. Thank you for watching Sabrina Carpenter documentary. Hit the like button if this is worth your time and subscribe to our channel for more documentaries like this. See you next time.